What's up guys, my name is Eisendrache, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get all four of the bows, as well as the starting bow and the rocket shield, in the new zombies map on Black Ops 3 called Der Eisendrache. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm not German, so I'm not going to pronounce it any other special way, but that's how I pronounce it. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys where to go from the starting room here, and most of this is going to be fast forwarded, so just keep that in mind. We're going out the left door in this one. You can go out the right door too to get to the same spots, but we're just going to use the left one for demonstration purposes. This is the usual way that we go when me and my group play. I'm also going to have a video on the Easter egg coming out pretty soon as well, guys, so look forward to that. But right now you just want to get a lot of points and just follow the path that I'm going down, and you'll end up getting to the first riot shield part in just a second here. This area I'm in right now has all three locations for the first part. All three of the zombie shield parts have 3 locations, and there's only 3 parts, so we get to that pretty quick as soon as I stop farming points for a second. It's right there, up these stairs. This part is also right here, and there's one more location in the bell tower, and we're about to enter the bell tower right now, and it's just laying up against that desk normally, in between those 2 desks. And now you want to go up these stairs and into this next building. This is where you'll find a dragon head, like a stone dragon head. You can see it right there in the top of the frame. It's above this fireplace, and you just have to kill zombies in front of it. So 1 zombie will activate it, and then you have to kill 6 more in front of it and let it eat them. So it makes a sound every time it's ready to go. You guys probably just heard it then. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have my headphones on at the moment, but it makes a sound every single time you kill a zombie, and once it's like done eating them, it'll make the sound, and then you can kill another one. It's basically what that sound signifies. After that, you just want to farm enough points to get into the power room, activate the power obviously, and then we'll move right on into the next locations. That's one location for another zombie shield part. Don't forget to activate these pads as you're going along. There's another riot shield part, and there is actually where it is in this game. That's what the part actually looks like, but those are the 3 locations for that specific piece. Here's another dragon that you want to feed. It's always wondrous to have random dragon heads around the map that you're feeding. They crumble to pieces after you destroy them, as you guys could see right there. Now we're going to go into the bottom of the map, and here is another riot shield location right there, right where I'm aiming. There's a pack-a-punch piece. There's where the riot shield piece is in this game. And here is the last location for the last riot shield piece. That's all the locations for them. Right now you want to activate these pads, all 4 of them, to activate the low gravity in this room, which will allow you to jump up to get that riot shield piece. You're also going to want low gravity for different steps in the bows as we go along in this, so make sure that you turn on the low gravity. I'm doing all this in solo, so it's perfectly possible to get all 4 bows in solo. You can't dual wield them or anything. And here's the last dragon location, by the way. It's right there if you guys didn't notice it. You can see a still frame of it chilling. After you're done feeding all 3 of them, you grab this bow right here, and you're going to need this bow to build the other 4 if you're unaware. So just follow where I go, and we're going to start this off with the fire bow. You go up into the bell tower and shoot this emblem on the wall, and then the arrow will pop up out of the wall, and you just hold square on it. And then it'll go into your inventory. Now you want to teleport over to the rocket pad, which is just a random rocket that test fires every once in a while. You can see there these doors are closing. When the rocket test fires, make sure you run in this room, otherwise you'll get melted and die. You don't want that, obviously. After the doors open, run out here, and you want to shoot this little rock, this glowing rock over here. This sometimes is really a pain to shoot, but if you guys shoot exactly where I did, hopefully you can hit it and not have to do too many tries. It can be really annoying. And now you want to shoot all these 3 little circles, I guess you'd call them, little ritual plates on the ground. There's one right there in the middle. There's one over here, and you have to use these little jump pads that I'm using, otherwise it won't let you do it. And you have to use the rocket, you have to go to the rocket pad and use the little jump pad from there to shoot this last one. And after you're done shooting all 3 of them, you have to shoot zombies while standing inside of the pads, and it'll do that little effect and make that sound when you finish. And I don't know exactly how many zombies you kill on them, but it's probably about like 6 or 7 or 10 or something ridiculous. I don't know how many it is. You'll just kill zombies until it's done being filled up, I guess. It's really straightforward though as far as killing the zombies on them goes. After you're done with that, you want to head over to the bell tower again, and you want to hold square on the back of the clock, and that'll give you a random emblem, one of 3, and I'll show you exactly where each of those emblems are in a minute. They're in the 3 fireplaces around the map, and I'll show you the locations as soon as I get around to that. I got one that's for the fireplace on the left side of the map right now in this clip, and I'll be showing you guys where that is. This one's really easy to see. I did a little craziness with the frame there so you guys could see it a little better. This one is in the middle of the map in Samantha's room. This one's a little harder to see. I tried to make it look different so you could see it easier, but it's just the 4 triangles pointing to the center. And this one, I don't even know if you're supposed to be able to see it. I did all kinds of stuff to the frame so you guys might be able to see it, but it didn't even work because I still couldn't see it, so it's ridiculous. But after that, stand in this pad or whichever one's on fire, and then shoot your bow towards the fireplace that you got. Don't charge the shot, otherwise it'll fly too far, and that's not what you want. You get 3 shots until you're out of tries, basically, and you just want to make sure you shoot your bow into the fireplace before you're out of tries, and then hold square on the fire that pops out. You get a free max ammo too with it, which is always nice. And then the sun thing that you spawned when you shot the rock from the fire, from the rocket pad, will pop up, and you just hold square on that, and then it'll explode in an awesome ray of fire. Now you grab that and you take it down to the bottom floor of the map and go to your designated chest. Each bow has a different chest, and you hold square on it to put your arrow in it. And then you charge it up with zombie kills, and you get a free max ammo, and then you grab your bow. It's pretty simple, oddly enough. The fire bow was actually kind of a hard one to complete at first. For some reason, I find it harder to actually get kills with it when you're, or not get kills with it. I find it harder to shoot the rock at the rocket pad when you're in a public match and you're not the host. It just seems to not work properly. And if that's the case, just get closer and it'll work just fine. Now we're moving into the lightning bow. First off, just shoot that golden dragon thing up there and grab your arrow. And then move on and shoot these. They're like piles of wood or something. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but they're like fire signals from back in the day. And you can see me fail at shooting this one right here. You gotta aim way higher than that if you're gonna shoot from the top of the castle. But if you come to where I am right now, it's actually a lot easier to hit it. And I missed again because I'm bad, but I hit it then. If you guys actually saw how many times I missed that without cutting it, it was purely ridiculous. After you're done firing at all 3 of those, your next step is to, well, this is the 3rd one. I forgot that I didn't show this one yet. After you shoot this one, now you go down to the bottom floor of the map and you wait for the low gravity to turn on, and there's 5 panels that you're going to run over around the top of the walls. You can see what it looks like right there. They all look the same. Just run over all of them. You don't even have to like go down or anything while you're on the wall. Like you don't have to jump off the wall and get lower or anything like that. You can just stay at the same level along the wall the whole time. And now there's these 3 urns around the map that are going to be electrified, and you want to make sure that you kill about, this one I'm pretty sure it's about 6 or 7 zombies at each one, and it'll charge up, and there's like a little electric ball that'll pop up on top of it after you charge it up. It's really quick, it doesn't take long. You can see here, you hold R2 and it'll charge it, it'll give your bow, no matter what bow you have, kind of an electric charge. I'm still using the fire bow from the last step, or from the last little bow tutorial there. And you shoot all 3 of those fire signals again. It doesn't take very long. This step is a little challenging because that the fire signals are just sometimes really hard to hit, especially if you haven't done this yet. but hopefully you guys don't have too much trouble with it. It's not too awfully bad. I'm surprised how much trouble I had, even though I had done this at least 5 times before this. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, the last step here is to hold square on this little electrified rubble. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but you're holding square on it and then going downstairs and charging this bow just like you did with the fire bow. And we'll wait for me to do that. The spinny amazingness. Alright, now you just charge up that bow, get your free max ammo, and if you guys want, you can put your bows back too. If you're playing as solo or with just 3 people, if you want to like switch bows with anybody, walk up to the chest where you originally got your bow, and you can switch it out for a bow that you want to use, or switch it with your buddy, whatever you want to do. Now we're going to go and start the wolf bow. You need to remember these locations of each of these paintings. They go in a certain order. There's 4 locations for the paintings 100% of the time, but they change the picture depending on the game, so sometimes it's harder to tell. That one's always going to be the first one, the knight guy with the 2 wolves. This one's the second one, he's on a horse. This is the third one. This is the 4th one. They're always going to go in that order, although the locations will change, so just keep that in mind. The pictures will switch between those 4 locations and basically randomize it. Here's where you pick up the arrow after you've activated all 4 of those. And now you gotta go to the rocket pad again and shoot that flag up there. It's more of the rock right below the flag. It's kind of weird. And then pick up that skull that drops down. And now you gotta go over to the chest where you normally would put your arrow, but instead the wolf dude spawns, whatever you want to call it. It's like a spirit wolf or some crap. It's going to walk over here. I think it always goes here first. I don't think it actually changes locations. But it's going to walk over here, and then you're going to start killing zombies right next to it. No idea how many it actually have to kill. It's probably like 20, something like that, 30. It's quite a few. There's another pack punch location, by the way. If you caught what I did there, just walked up to it and held square. I'm sure you guys will find those on your own, though. They're pretty easy to find. Here's the second location though. Pick up that piece and run down where the dog goes again. This is the last location that you're going to have to kill zombies at, and then you're going to move on to the next step. Again, I think it's about 20 zombies. I'm really not sure. It's probably in between 10 and 20. I really have no idea. Pick up that last piece though. Grab your nuke if you get one too. And you gotta shoot a arrow up in that hole that I was just looking at. You can see it in semi slow-mo here. You just run across it and shoot down at it. Generally I feel like it works better if you run extra high on the wall and then shoot down. Then you want to hold square on this and it'll spawn the skeleton dude and the arrow will pop out, and then hold square again. And you have to wait for the low gravity in order to do this, by the way. You can't normally jump that high, clearly. Get your free max ammo, start killing zombies in front of the chest again, grab your bow, and then you're good to go. Now let's move on to the death bow. The death bow is surprisingly OP, even though everybody thinks it's bad. It's seemingly good. I mean, I think everybody kind of has the same opinion about this one. It starts off bad and gets really good. The first step here is to knife a zombie on top of that glowing platform that just blew up. And then you have to hold square on this little purple urn that just spawned right there. It'll talk to you. Some evil demonic voice. It's always wondrous. And then you gotta hunt down these skulls. That was the first location. I kind of did that quick. I probably should have slowed that down, but I'm sure you guys can still see them. They flash purple whenever I grab them. But that was the second location on the windowsill. This is the third location in the chest. Why? There's not very many of these. Here's the 4th one. The 5th one is right here, right before you teleport, and then teleport, and then the 6th one is chilling in the back of this truck over here in the rocket pad. After you grab that, you gotta return to where the urn is and not kill all the zombies like I'm doing, even though I did need points. You should probably save them if you have points. After you get over here, you need to make crawlers and then bring them into the circle. The easiest way to do this, I find, is to run outside and train up a bunch of zombies like I'm doing right here. I get as many as I possibly can, preferably all that can spawn at one time. Cook a grenade, throw it, make them all crawlers. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe I made almost that entire group crawlers. Normally it's a lot harder than that. And then they're just gonna eat them. And then this guy's gonna talk and give you 3 words. You need to pay attention to what these 3 words are, because it makes this next part a lot easier. If you want to hear them again, you just shoot the urn. It makes it super simple and quick. I'm going to do that right now.
Can you not just tell me your
Then we'll do it again, because it didn't work. Alright, now I'm going to shoot the crawlers because I'm a boss. Now you gotta kill a bunch of zombies and get those right there, those little purple glowing symbols. You gotta get 6 of them. You don't need all 6, but I generally just find it easier if you get all 6, because you need only 3 out of 6 of them, but you could end up getting the wrong ones first, and that'll just make it all confusing. So just make sure you get all 6. You can check how many you have by running down into that area where the urn is. Right here you can see these emblems. These emblems are like on this little statue piece there, those pictures I'm zooming in on. Those are the words that he's saying. For me, he said crown door heart, so I have to look at those statues in that order. If you hold square on them, it shows you the purple symbol that matches the words, and pretty much you just put in those purple symbols down here on the ground. I'll do that in just a second. You shoot those symbols that are in the same exact order as he said them. Make sure you wait for him to talk, otherwise you'll end up probably with a glitch like I'll show you in a minute. Mine glitched out when I was doing this the first time, and I'm not sure how to prevent it. I recommend using the first bow, the starting bow anyway, and waiting till he's done talking each time, even though I'm talking over him right now because I don't want to hear him talk. After you type in the code, I guess you could call it, you hold square on this purple aura, and that's gonna wrap this up pretty quick here. Pick up the bow, or the arrow I mean, sorry, and then go downstairs. Here's the glitch, I forgot I showed this. I was doing this with the fire bow, and I'm not sure why it glitched out, but it just decided it wasn't gonna work for me. You'll see exactly why in just a second. What I just showed you was what was supposed to happen, and right here I'm standing here just like, what the heck, you know, I did it, I typed in the code, why aren't you doing anything? I don't know how to fix this, guys, so if you run into this issue, I'm sorry. You might just have to continue and try again in a different game, I guess. Generally that doesn't happen though, so it shouldn't be an issue. Get your free max ammo and just continue on, guys, and get your bow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this tutorial. I'll be uploading an Easter egg tutorial pretty soon. You guys saw gameplay for this bow already, so I'm not really going to show much here. But thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more.